you seem to like coming back and playing here again. Obviously, you've got decisions to make, but how much would you like it to play here again next year?
Yeah, I mean, Toronto's always, felt like home in a lot of ways. Obviously, I got the chance to get started here. And pretty naive and coming here the first time of what it means to, wear this jersey and sort of the expectations. At that time, you're just trying to, make the NHL, I felt like, and figure out, what your role would be and kind of be comfortable. But this time around, obviously, loved it, every minute of it. Coming back all these years later, it kind of felt surreal a lot of times that I got this opportunity and chance again, and to play playoffs here was obviously, a dream come true to get the opportunity to do that. Never, dreamt of it in a lot of ways that if I would get that opportunity, I never thought maybe it'd become a reality. So yeah, I obviously love it here and grateful for that opportunity.
Luke, you've been to the top of the mountain. What does this team need to do to get closer?
You know what? It's such a fine line. That's what I've realized is, breaks here and there, and obviously you create your own breaks and luck at times, but there's a really good foundation and really good culture here. I've been obviously a part of a lot of organizations and, played in some places where you thought, yeah, there's no hope that you're going to get the chance to win with this group or the way things are ran. And I think here, and this is truthfully speaking, the culture's here is as good as anywhere I've played. Just the way that you're taken care of on a personal side, your family, the way they take care of things on the training level, nutrition, development side, details and systems. Everything's really, really well thought of here, really well ran. And I think, the people here, deserve to get the chance to get a crack at growing and getting the chance to win. Obviously, there's decisions to be made, but everything is ran so good, and I think you're looking at internal growth for players, and guys got to get better, and it doesn't matter if you're a guy my age who's been around a long time. You got to figure out ways to improve, and that's top to bottom throughout the line.
What impression did Kyle Dubas make on you?
Yeah, he's honestly awesome. Just from the day I got traded there, obviously I think my situation was kind of out there as with my wife being due in a couple weeks and family situation, and not the most ideal time to be traded when you're experienced sort of hectic time at home on the family front. And the way he took care of things on a personal side, with family, I couldn't have gone to a better spot, and that falls on his shoulders. So very appreciative of that. And on top of that too, I mean, like I said, obviously there's decisions to be made. We all understand that, but I think you look around the room. I mean, a lot of people would have taken our team after the deadline, and a lot of people I think had a lot of belief and faith in the group, and that's a compliment to obviously him and his staff and the assistant GMs of the scouting staff, and be able to pull the trigger on some trades and things like that. I think everyone did a great job, and I think from top to bottom they did a good job, and I think a lot of the share of not making it past the second round is we all got to get better in this room.
Do you have to import more toughness, do you think, or can that be homegrown here? Import more toughness.
Import more toughness. I mean, toughness is that's I think a broad term. I mean, toughness could be fighting. Toughness could be physical and running into guys, or sometimes mental toughness is one thing too, right? So that comes from their growth. Obviously, you got to go to hard areas. You got to win battles in front of the net and get to the front of their net. And same thing I've talked about all playoff, but sometimes mentally in some circumstances and parts of games, whether it's just finding that extra gear, that extra level. And I think on a personal level, I think being able to grow like that because of experiences. So hopefully, guys use these experience and it translates into more positive and better things ahead.
Luke, do you think you proved something a little bit in the playoffs with the minutes you played and just how well you handled those?
I mean, at the end of the day, I've felt like this opportunity, this situation was kind of something just I've been working towards for the last 4 or 5 years. Honestly, it's I've had some great experiences, some depth roles, but I felt that my mindset the last 4 or 5 years to try to get better with age and work on things to to achieve that. So on a personal level, did I surprise myself? No, I've been working towards this, and you know, whether it's I don't know, I don't know what like the aging curve is on all that sort of stuff, but if guys don't get better at the age of after the age of 30 or whatever, and 95% don't, 5% do, I try to, you know, be in the minority on that. So yeah, I feel like I still get better. There's always things to work on. Reflection, you know, there's some things I think you know, did well, and there's some things I can improve on, and I think that should be the mindset of every guy in this room.
When considering your options for next season, what is your top priority?
I mean, honestly, it's just, like I said, I've loved playing in Toronto all along. You know, obviously, you have to have discussions with family and all that sort of thing, but like I said, this has always been a place where I've really enjoyed playing, and you know, those discussions haven't taken place yet, I think, from an organizational standpoint, and obviously, you know, from a personal standpoint. But in saying that, I love the group in here. I think that's part of it too, is getting the opportunity to win and being a part of a great group, and a group that you know, has high expectations as part of it too. Obviously, you've been on the side of things too, where expectations maybe aren't the highest heading into a season. So at this point in your career, that's one of the top things for sure, is, you know, continue to get that opportunity to get the chance to win.
Generally speaking, Luke, what's July 1st like for an unrestricted free agent who might not know where he's going? You probably have a better idea, but you've been through it a few times. What's that day like?
Depends how you do in the season. I think some guys have the best experience ever in July 1st and have a lot of options, and some guys don't. And you know, in the past, I've, you know, been on the side of things where, you know, you're looking for a job and just an opportunity, and yeah, we'll see how things shake out this year. Obviously, like I said, I feel confident and comfortable of you know, my play, and not just in the last couple of weeks, but, you know, in the last couple of years. So yeah, I feel good about it. And free agency, it's a crazy thing. It's kind of unpredictable. It just, like I said, it depends on circumstance, and obviously teams are going to have cap space. They don't have cap space now, and teams are going to make trades and all that sort of thing. So a lot shakes out between now and then.
Thank you.
Thanks.